Portland is an interesting situation right now. I know you've seen all the civil unrest in Portland. We've talked about Portland a ton on the show, and I find it to be really fascinating. Just to give you a little background on what's happening in Portland and what's happened. Antifa, this anarchist, commie, violent street thug group, they have thrived in Portland for a long time for two different reasons. One, the I went to community college. The Northwest, it's really a hub for all this. The Northwest, for some reason, Seattle, Portland, just that general area seems to be left-wing politics 101. I don't know. Maybe that comes from San Francisco. Who knows? So they've actually allowed Antifa to do their thing for a long time. A long time they've been letting them do their thing. So Antifa really has a strong foothold there. Friends of mine like Andy No, who's been going after Antifa for a while, will tell you all day long Portland is practically Antifa's capital. So they were already established there. Okay, we got that? Now we have all the coronavirus stuff, then the George Floyd protest stuff. And these people, this is what they do for a living. And it's important that you and I understand this because it's hard for us to wrap our minds around it. I mean, you have a job, right? You have a job? Or if you're a lady, you stay at home, cooking, cleaning, taking care of the house. I mean, if you don't have a job. These people don't. That is their job. This is their occupation. Even if you're somebody who goes to tea parties or goes to a DC rally or something like that, understand this is their occupation. They are professional protesters, and Antifa is a violent group. So what's happened here? Why do you think they've been ramping up all over the country? I'm about to tell you why. Money. We already have them caught in places like Idaho, where they caught them in Mercedes vans, a fleet of Mercedes vans busing Antifa people into an Idaho town. By the grace of God, again, you don't play that in rural America. I believe it was their sheriff stopped them before they got to town, told them turn around and leave, and they did. Do you think some purple-haired freak like most of these Antifa guys has the money to rent a fleet of Mercedes vans or even buy one? No. This is done on purpose. This is done, and I don't know who. I'm not going to pretend to know who. I hear the same names you hear. But this is all done right now on purpose. It has nothing to do with George Floyd or anything else. They know in a city like Portland, they can go have all the protests all day long, burn it down, kill people, hurt people, and not much is going to be done. So what's the Trump administration to do about that? What should you do about that? What can he do about that? You know, you can't just send federal troops anywhere. You can certainly send federal agents to guard federal buildings. Or can you send them anywhere? What is right and what is wrong? Because rest assured, federal troops in Portland, where they are now, and that's why you see these clashes every night, that ends in violence. Hopefully nobody dies, but that ends in violence because you're prompting these clashes. You're guaranteeing it. I'm obviously rooting for the agents, not Antifa, but this does get ugly. So doesn't whoever's paying Antifa bear the responsibility for this? But the press loves it because the press thinks they have Trump on his heels. Every single time an agent has to bash in one of these Antifa guys, Trump's going to get asked about it.